Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.
I am rotten eggplant.
Now let me see, what is it you call your job? Oh yes, public relations. Sounds like something pretty dirty to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.
I am rotten eggplant.
Now let me see, what is it you call your job? Oh yes, public relations. Sounds like something pretty dirty to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.
Hello, my little aubergines. What's going on here? Whoa, what happened? I'm loose. Oh no! My face disappeared. There I am. What's going on? Why can I not see you over here? Ah, what a way to start this. I had everything working just before I started streaming, and now suddenly my face disappears. How about that? Give me a sec here. Let me figure out what happened to my face. I have so much stuff on here. No. Alright, you know what? Let's close this. Try reopening it. There we go. There I am. Ta-da! Hi, Miracle. How are you doing today? Today we will be working. Today is going to be kind of a chill day, as you probably figured out already. Kind of low energy today, but I figured out because I didn't stream yesterday, I'll stream today. So I'm just going to start making a Tetris-style game in Godot. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so if you're here to learn Godot, keep in mind I'm no expert at this. Not by any stretch, but I kind of know my way around the software, so that's something at least. So, Tetris being a 2D game, we are going to start off. Been playing Brothership. Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to play that too. I might do that on stream, but I haven't decided yet. But we're going to start off with a 2D scene. I'm going to start off with, this is our window, and then everything else is like off screen. So first of all, I always like setting the background to a black color. Let's see here, render, I believe, rendering something. You won't spoil it because you're almost done? I appreciate that. Alright, what is it called? Window color. Okay, maybe just color? No. There it is. So it's under rendering environment. I always set that to black, because I can see anything lighter than black a lot easier. Alright, how does Godot work? Godot uses a tree node system. So we're going to save this scene as title. A title screen. We're also going to call this node title. Now this is the parent node. Everything that comes after it will be children nodes. Child nodes take after their parent. So I guess we need a title, huh? I suppose we'll open up Inkscape or something. Make something in there real quick. Make a new document, and then let's see. Copy. Alright, and then we'll make this nice and big, even bigger. Maybe that's too big. Tetris copy. So I'm going to call this. We'll stick to that. We'll just kind of narrow down this stroke here. So in addition to Godot, we're also taking a look into Inkscape. Alright, I'm going to export this. Backup. Assets. We make an asset? Yeah, we did. Made a folder for assets. Alright, I'm just going to call this title logo. And we're also going to export a PNG of the same name. Alright, we're done with that. Fine. No, don't save it. I already saved it. Close without saving. Alright, now, this is our root folder. This is our file system, by the way. This is where we would put all our files and pick out all our files. So, this is our root file. We can make folders in there. Like, I'm going to do title. And inside title, I am going to make a image folder. In order to transfer files, you click and drag, but you want to click on whichever folder you want it to go into. So if I want it to go into title, I'll make sure I go to the title before I open up my my file explorer there. But I wanted to go into images, so we'll open up images. Let's go to backup. Game assets. Tetris copy. Where is it? As you can see, I got a lot of game stuff going on here. Click and drag that into the images. And ta-da, there it is. Alright, we're going to make our first child, which will be the title. And it's going to be a sprite 2D. A two-dimensional sprite. And we're going to call this logo. Then we're going to take our logo, drag it up to this. And then we're going to put it on here somewhere, like that. Now, we're going to make like a new game, or start game rather, because it's just going to be basic Tetris there. A start game and an exit game. So those would be buttons, so we're going to use button nodes. We're going to start with one. Let's make it nice and big. In order to move this around without messing without messing with anything else, I'm going to hold Alt and drag. Put it right there. For the text, I'm going to put start game. Alright, next I'm going to create a new folder in the root called fonts. And in this font folder, I am going to find some of my fonts. I'm going to do this off screen because I don't want to share all my font data here with you guys. Let's see here. Where are my fonts at? Where are my fonts at? I think they're under downloads, actually. Oh no, I know where they are. I'm a little disorganized here. Not there, apparently. Where are all my fonts at? Where can my fonts have gone? Where could they be? That's so weird. I had them right here. Where are they? Here we go. I found them. Question is, can I see what the fonts are? Yes. Let's go with Doggacut Bold. Alright. So, icon, text behavior. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here to theme overrides, go to fonts, and select that new font we just did. Font sizes, we're going to increase that to something like yay big. For this, we're going to call it Start. And then we're going to make a duplicate. I'm going to call this Exit. And remember, we can hold Alt to drag just the thing without affecting anything else. Alright. And then for the text, I'll just put in Exit Game. And there we go. We got ourselves a very basic title screen. And if we were to play it, and it's going to want us to select a scene as the main scene, I'm going to select Current. And there we go. These are buttons we can click on now. They don't do anything yet because we haven't told them to do anything yet, but there they are. Alright. Now we're going to program these. I'm going to attach a script. I right click on it first. Attach a script. Actually, you know what? Let's do the exit game first. And attach script. I usually keep them built in. Let's name this Exit Game. And now we can program it. First, we're going to let's do a signal here. Button press, maybe. Now what that does is detects when this button has been pressed, and then we sent the signal to the script of that. If I'm going too fast or if this is all too confusing, let me know and I'll explain further. But first thing we did was to set up a script by attaching one to it. And then we sent a signal of this button, which is over here under Node, Signals, pressed. And that means when the button is pressed on, we could also do button up so that you click and then you gotta release it in order for something to happen. Or when the button is pressed down, you know, the whole time that it's pressed down it does something. But we just want unpressed. So when they press it, what we're going to do is we're going to get tree. I think, yeah. Quit game, I think. Maybe. Oh, this has to be a function. Quit. Alright, get tree, quit. Now, if we were to play this, I click on this, it exits the game. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new 2D scene. And this will be our play area. We're going to call this main game. And we're going to save it as such. Now each of these scenes can also be saved as objects. And then you can put that object right there onto the scene. As you can see with that title. So, what normally comes on Tetris? Well, we have a box, and we have a next and a score. So we'll do that. Let's see. Now, how many tetranomes across do we need to be here? How many squares across is Tetris? Ten squares across and 20 squares high. So, how are we gonna do this? Let's do a color rectangle for now. Or you know what? Panel. We'll do a panel. And we'll have this somewhere like this. Or maybe center. Yeah, we'll have it center. Of course, if we have this as 2 players, we can just have it one here, one here. Alright, so we'll have this centered-ish. I'm not being exact with these. I'm going to add a child. Well, actually, you know what? Let's fancy this up first, and then we'll copy it to keep it consistent. Or actually, you know what? This is a good time to show you guys how themes work. So we're going to make a new theme, which will pop up down here. We're going to press this add, and then we're going to type in panel. Because we're going to make a panel theme. Alright, first thing I want to do is, let's make it a green outline with the black border. So I'm going to go here to color and add that. What that does is it allows me to add a style texture box. So we're going to add a new one. Open it up here by clicking on it. And we're going to make the big background color black. Border width, let's do 4. The border color is going to be, or maybe it's the other way around, yeah. Greenish. And I'm also going to save this as a swatch so that I can make the other ones the same if I want to. And now I'm going to save as game panels. Alright, what I did there will help me do this. I'm going to add another panel. And I'm going to drag it over here. I'm going to drag this down like this. This will be our next screen. Let's see here. Let's do main area. Next. Alright, to get this to look like this, we go to themes, quick load, blam. Look at that. And then we need to put a score down here. So we'll add another panel. I'm doing things the slow way because, you know, trying to teach here too. Alright, let's rearrange these somewhat. There we go. Maybe widen these a bit here. And then this one, we'll go back to theme, quick load, and select that game panel. There we go. So now we got the main playing area. And we got the next and the high score. I know it's a big ass box for high score, but I don't know. I gotta fill the empty space somehow. Now, if these are going to be 10 across and 20 down, that means we're going to need to split this up into that many. So what I'm going to do is, as a child of the main area, hold on, let's do this. High score. You know what? I just realized I didn't bring a drink with me. Yeah, hang tight for a minute. I need to go grab me a drink before I die of thirst.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.
I am Rotten Eggplant.
Now let me see, what is it you call your job? Oh, yes, public relations. Sounds like something pretty dirty to me.
And I'm back, and we can hear the drink. I'm feeling like soda today. All right. Where were we? Before we continue with this, let's go back to title. And we're going to go to start game. And we're going to also attach a script to this. I'm going to call this start game. We're going to make sure that one's highlighted. Go to node. Go to signal. Connect it back to that same node. There's an alternate way where you can type it in here. Unpressed. Get tree. Dot. Change scene to file. And we'll do that. So now when I press it, it'll load in this, which is the main game. So let's try it out, shall we? Ta-da! You know what? Let's move those in a little closer. There we go. That looks a little better. Now there are ways where I can just split this off horizontally and vertically. Who loves orange soda? Kel likes orange soda. Is it true? I do. Nice. Well, I got me some Mountain Dew. Did not mean for that to rhyme. Anyway. So, as a child to this panel, we are going to make a grid. So yeah, let's do grid. Let's go into 3D. Red is 3D, blue is usually 2D, green is like either or. So let's do grid container. And I'm going to fill it. There we go. That's what this does. You can anchor it to the whole thing. Bam. And because it's a child of the main area, it will only work inside the main area there. Alright. Now in order for this to work, we're going to need 10 by 20. That's 200. Well, that's not going to work. So what I am going to do is attach a script, and we're going to programmatically add all those those grids to the to the grid container. Let's name this to Tetris grid. Alright. What I mean by programmatically do it, instead of right click, create, add child, and add a control to, as many times as it takes, 200 or whatever. What we're going to do is, let's see here, bar, this is how you initialize variables. You do it outside of these two boxes. Initializing, you have to initialize variables in order for them to be called upon. So, let's just call it grid. Array. Yeah. So, we're going to create controls, add them to this grid, and then each of those are going to be part of this array. Now the array is going to be a two-dimensional, so what that means is, let's say grid, let's do 3, what is it doing? I hate it when it automatically does that. 3, 5. What this is going to do is, this block specifically is 1, 2, 3 over, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So X, Y. So now we got to initialize that. Equals. I cannot type on this keyboard sometimes. This is how we create an array. Make sure I'm not on include or insert there. All right, function ready. For those of you who are familiar with Game Maker, this is your create event. This is your step event and draw event, and anything that happens every step. What we're going to do is, in the create event or the ready event, we're going to do a for loop. What this does is, as many times, or this many times, loop this, loop this code. So for let's say for A in 10 across, I think we're gonna do, and for B in 20. Alright, it's giving me an error because I have to type something here first. Get tree, I think. Oh no. We're going to do control dot new. So we're going to create a new control event. Before we do that, let's do grid. A, B. I am not good at keyboard for some reason. Alright. So it's going to loop 10 times. And then 20 times. You know what? Yeah. So basically it does every column like this until it reaches the 200 that it needs. And then after we create that control event, we're going to add... Well, first of all, let's grab this. Dot. Add child. Grid. A. B. B. Oh, Jesus. I cannot type today, it seems. Oh, yeah. And, why do I keep hitting these buttons all wrong? It's like I have my hand on the keyboard here and I'm just typing in everything wrong. Alright. Just going to add a control for every square in the grid. Why are we going to do that? Because we're going to color in each grid to represent the tetranomes. I'm not sure this is how they do it, but that's how we're going to do it. Let's make a theme here. New. New theme. Save as test grid. Doesn't help I keep fat fingering these things. Alright, what we're going to do with this. Well, first of all, let's get rid of this theme. Clear. We're going to add. Let's do another panel. Panel. Add flat. And we're going to basically make the same thing, but we're going to use a smaller border, maybe 1 pixel. And that border is going to be green as well. Alright. Maybe 2? Just so we can see if the grid is successful. Alright. So grid A B dot theme, I believe. Yeah. Theme equals this, I believe, will work. I'm not entirely sure though. One way to find out is by testing it. It did not like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do var using initializing a variable inside here creates a temporary one, whereas out here it creates a variable that is basically it can be used anywhere inside this script. But this one can only be used inside this script and only the first round that it's called. And that includes these loops. Every time these loops go through, this is erased, and I gotta initialize it every time, unless I do it outside. So, what I'm gonna do is var control. Let's see, CNTL equals. I'll add that. And then I believe I can do Huh. This might be more difficult than I thought. Might have to do this the old-fashioned way, but I think I would have to append it. Maybe not. Oh, let's try it again. Alright. So what we're going to end up having to do is get rid of that. Yeah. Alright. We're going to do this, and we're going to make this 200. Yeah, I don't think I need to actually append. I need to worry about appending it like that grid. Oh, you know what? Let's see if making this a panel will fix that. I didn't like that either. Bar theme equals load, and now we're going to load this, and then we're going to do this. Let's see if that works. Alright, at least it didn't crash this time. But now we can't see a grid on here. How odd. Let's open the documentation on here. Alright, so if I'm reading that correctly, what I'm going to need to do here is not only let's see, var panel equals panel new. So this has to be control. We append it. Nope, lowercase. There. All right. Not node. Same thing with this one. And now pan still says any. Anyway, we're going to add this to the grid control. Grid. Grid. Hey, God, I cannot type today. What is going on with me? Add child. A child pan. This should do it. Except it didn't. How weird. Like I said, I'm by no means an expert at this. Oh, you know what? I forgot that this is 10 columns. Let's see if that changes anything. It did not. How on earth would we go about doing this? Oh, you know what? How do we change the controls anchor? Time to go to ChatGPT to ask it. Alright. Let's see. How do I ask? How do I control a control nodes anchor in with code in Godot 4.3? Alright, let's see what ChatGPT says. Oh, it's telling me to use anchor left, anchor right, all that stuff. How would I set it to full? Okay. So anchor left is 0, anchor top is 0, anchor right is 1, because I guess it does it in percentages. Okay, so anchor left equals 0. And we're just going to copy this. One, two, three. Alright, anchor top is 0, anchor right is 1, anchor bottom is 1. Let's see if that fixed it. That still is not working. Hmm. Let's do a new theme. Let's do grid container. That's not gonna work. Close, clear. Oh, clear. Yeah. I don't know if I can add panels to this. See what happens if I do this. This is how you troubleshoot shit. Problem is I'm looking like an idiot right now. Because I can't figure this out. Oh my gosh. Why won't you work? Add child. Actually, I don't even need that. Didn't make a difference. Alright, we're adding a control. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Print. Grid. Or let's do string. I could have sworn it was this. Ugh, Jesus. String grid dot size. Hopefully that works. Says 200. Let's try something else. Instead of pan being a panel, we'll make it a label. And then we'll make pan dot text equal STRA. Oh, it's still all bunched up there. Pan dot position equals vector 2D. Is it just vector 2? 0 0. What the heck? ChatGPT, you're letting me down here. This isn't working. Okay. That's weird. How come this isn't working? Oh my gosh. Maybe that will work. Oops, wrong one. Nope, didn't like that. Godot 3.4 anchors. Yes, I know all this. Let's see here. Maybe I gotta do offsets too. Let's try doing that offset. All right. Offset left equals 0. Close enough. Paste, paste, paste. Top. Oh my god, I keep hitting that. Right. Bottom. I should probably also do this. Or copy all this. Paste. No guarantees this will work. But if it does, awesome. Alright. No, it didn't work still. What on earth am I doing wrong here? What happens if I put 10? Nothing. No change. It's still not working. So do I add it before I position it? Or after? Let's try that, see if that works. Nope. I'll get this eventually. If it's the last thing I do. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I hate doing that, but this thing wants to be a pain in my ass because I don't know how to do this. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this. Detach script. Add child node. Add control. Square 1 and 1 or 2. This is a pain in my ass. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, yeah, she's outside barking at who knows who or who knows what. Let me delete those real quick. Before we do that, let's do this, which I've been trying to do this whole time. Alright. What are these? Fill, expand. Okay. Now I should be able to add 200 of these. That square is getting awfully short there. There, 200. What a pain in my ass. I have regrets of doing this. Main area, let's shrink that a bit. Let's see how big these are. There, that's about square. Close enough. Alright. Now, I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to attach that script again. And this time, for... How am I going to do this? How do I append to the... Wait, I can just close that. 2D arrays. Alright. Pending or merging 2D arrays, adding rows, columns, or both. To add a new row, you use the append method. Oh boy. So let's do this. Var grid array equals blam. Grid. Nope. Grid equals this is going to be a little on the tedious side. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To be honest, I could probably do it like this. Yeah, we'll do 2 rows instead of each getting their own line here. Alright, and we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, get off of that. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll do, come on, this, bam. You know what, let's do this. 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 Alright. So copy all this. Copy. Paste. And I'll just add a 1 in between here. We have to do this 200 fucking times. Welcome to programming. Because I couldn't figure out how to automate this through code, I'm gonna have to do it manually. I have a tiny bit more control over that anyway. By the way, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I have no idea what I'm doing. And something I want to do. Can I add a theme to this? No. I wonder why not. Wow. Moreau. Yeah, this is boring. I say we move on to something else. Or change our tactics here. Because we're not going to be able to grid this out, even though we probably should. Well, I'll figure this out and do the tedious stuff. Background music. Well, I'm going to do this background in the background. I'll have this all fixed out by tomorrow. But for today, after doing that yard sale for several hours, I'm kind of wiped out as far as energy goes. So sorry that's a short stream again, but yeah, I'll have to talk to you guys tomorrow. This one is just taking way too much of my brain power today to deal with here. Alrighty, have a good one, guys. Bye bye.
I am rotten eggplant.
Now let me see, what is it you call your job? Oh yes, public relations. Sounds like something pretty dirty to me.